All right. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys brought a friend. Once again, I told you it was true. We was gonna be back with Red Flags Part 2. This one is on and popping. Let me say that, okay? Now, yesterday's video, we talked a little bit about red flag and first meeting somebody. We're doing part 2 of our red flag series, but we're going to touch on situations that are involving people that have been inside of a relationship with each other. Today, we basically just want to give you the tool that can help you decide, are they committing multiple red flags that can't be changed, or is this relationship worth saving? Remember, these decisions have to come from you. The only thing we do on this platform is we put it right up front. Let's start off here. Never let nobody get with you, marry you, create a relationship with you because of their appearance, their body. I'm going to say it again. Never let nobody get with you, create a relationship with you only because of your body. Now you may be asking yourself, what do you mean by that? Okay, I got you guys. I'm going to reiterate and get it out to you now. Anybody that's with you because of your body, they're only with you because of selfish reasons. Think about this. If they're with you because of your body, soon as your body changes, they'll change up. That's why you have to be with people that love you for you. That is a complete red flag. The minute that you see that someone's with you and the only thing that they talk about is how good your body looks, that's going to simply tell you that is not the person that you need to be with, and they're only with you because you're appealing to their eyes. A real person, they're going to love you no matter how you look. So if you get with somebody just because you're looking good that day and that's the only reason that they with you, they will leave you, or they're going to find somebody that looks or has the body that you had when they met you. Now, you got to think about it. If you're dating, married, or in a relationship, this is a big part that you guys got to really pay attention. This is a big flag. Never date anybody in a relationship or anyone because of your finances. Big flag. Flag on the plate. I'm going to tell you why. If you date someone only because of your finances or only because of what you do, they're going to leave you when you don't have finances or if you're not able to pay for what they need. And the whole thing with that is they're grown. That's a big red flag. Nobody has to pay for anybody to do anything if they don't want to, because we're all supposed to be taking care of ourselves. So if you're with somebody that's only with you because of your finances, you already know you need to get up out of that situation. The whole thing is, you got to ask yourself, why would you be with somebody that can't bring anything to the table? And better yet, nowadays, we are the table. So if I'm the table and you can't even bring something like a fork or a spoon, or let alone a napkins, you don't need to be at my dinner. Put it like that. And that's how we're going to do that. If you cannot bring anything to the table and everything is based upon what I bring to the table, you do not need to be together, and we're not going to date anyone because of our finances. But then again, there's another side to that. Never date anyone that's with you because of your career. I'm going to say it again. That's a big red flag. Never date anybody that's with you because of your career. I'm going to elaborate on that. This is how it goes. If you with somebody that's with you because of your career, of course they're going to love you. They're going to like you. They're going to be with you. They may even have kids by you because of the career. But guess what? If you didn't have that career, would they be with you? Would they love you? Would they even talk to you? Would they have those kids by you? This is how you got to think. If they're only dating you because of your career, they're only dating you because of money, because you can afford to provide the lifestyle that they need. Not saying that it's something wrong with being with someone that can provide the lifestyle that you need. But if you're with somebody only because they can provide the lifestyle that you need, that's a big flag. And you guys need to run for the hills today. You're going to give them 2, 3, 4, 5 years of your life, or even your life, and as soon as a drastic financial situation comes, they're going to be gone. So that's the whole thing. That's a big red flag. If they're dating you because of your financial situation, you need to pack up your stuff right now, get that red checklist out, circle everything you need to circle out, and get up out the house. It's not going to last. And the minute that you can't afford to provide the lifestyle that they need, they're going to go. And we don't need that. Nobody, not my people. All right. Another big red flag. If you're with somebody and as you're in a relationship, and to this day, they still don't keep their appearance up, that's a big red flag. I'm going to say it again. If you're with somebody to this day and they still don't keep their appearance up, that's a big red flag. First of all, okay, when you meet somebody, let's say They may not have the money, or they may not be in an adequate situation to get the clothes that they need. Okay? We can understand that. It's not a problem. But if you don't take the time to do simple things like wash your shoes off, you don't deserve to be in a relationship. What you need to do is reflect on everything that's going on, straighten up your lifestyle, and then come back and try it again. Okay? Once again, that's a big red flag. If you're in a relationship with somebody that they do not care about their appearance, they won't change their appearance, that is a big red flag. If they themselves don't keep themselves up, wash their clothes, clean their shoes, or even believe in physical appearance, why are you in a relationship with them? If they don't clean themselves, greatness, you're growth, you're creation. We want to make sure that you're with somebody that is of like mind. If they don't keep their body clean, I guarantee you they're not going to keep their clothes clean. They're not going to keep their thoughts clean, and they're not going to be an optimistic person. I'm not saying that they have to be rich, but I mean, I'm going to keep it real. Soap, water, comb, toothbrush, those things cost $1, $2, 20 cents, 30 cents. Better yet, they have these things called care packages. You can actually go in there and get you a care package. They're free, which does include toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, dishwasher liquor, all the items that you need to get yourself ready for your baby. Okay? So don't sit here and tell me that you cannot control your appearance. And like I said once again, if you're with somebody that would not keep themselves clean, straighten up their appearance, you have to realize they are an reflection of you, and what people see is the image that they're going to take in, and that's what they're going to get. You need to run for the hills. And once again, in the book of red flags, that is a red flag here today. Next up, begging for money. You've been with this person more than a few weeks. They still begging you for money. You've been with this person. Every time their events come up, they still begging you for money. The question is, my people, when you gonna wake up? This the whole thing. You don't deserve to pay nobody. If somebody want to be with you, they're gonna be because they want to be with you. And if you put yourself in those type of situations, every time you cannot provide what they need, they're gonna pitch an attitude and they're gonna act different towards you. And you don't need that. Because if somebody really loves you, they're not going to love you because of the money that you bring in. They're going to love you because of what you do, and you guys can bring money in together. So that's my whole thing. If you're with somebody and the only thing they do is beg for money, get out that situation. This is unacceptable. You are not here to fund anybody's dream that don't bring anything to the table. They can't help with transportation. They can't help with the kids. They can't help with the house. They can't help with the finances. Then they don't deserve you. Why are you funding their dreams when you need to create your own team and use those funds for you, yourself, and your children, or even your projects if you don't have kids? Enough is enough. A grown man and woman need to take care of themselves. That's why we're put here. And with that income that you give them, you may be missing out on projects that you want to create. If you have to pay for company, you know what you are? If you have to pay somebody to keep them happy to be around you, you know what you are? If you are experiencing this right now within your mate, with the person that you're talking to, or the person that you're in a relationship with, you need to cut that relationship right now. That's a big red flag, and you need to run. Because somebody that like you, that love you, that deserves to be with you, they're not going to beg you for money. And somebody that like you, love you, and that deserves to be in a relationship with you, they're going to create financial situations where they can help you both out. Don't get into the habit where you're giving people money just so they could be nice to you, or you get into the habit of giving people money where you think you have to pay people to be your friend. I'm tired of seeing people in relationships and they have to buy people things for people to be happy, and if they don't buy an item, the people are not happy with them. I'm not talking about somebody that can't afford it, or somebody that's just not doing it. I'm talking about an ignorant person that make you think that you have to buy them things for them to be in a relationship with you when they don't bring anything into the relationship. We don't buy love here. What's love got to do with that? Yes, sir. Once again, we dropping facts like they hot, fire, and I'm about to go in. Let's keep going, okay? Next up, I'm going in now. If you with somebody and they still don't get it, public intoxication is a no-no and a humiliation. That is big red flag. Auntie, I'm gonna have to keep it real with you, Auntie. Hey, Unc might be mad at me, but if Unc coming in drunk all the time, humiliating you, you need to get up out that situation. Cause sooner or later, it's gonna be some type of chaos created. If you with someone, they always intoxicated in a public setting. They can't control the amount they indulge, or even if you with someone that becomes violent or abusive whenever they drink, when you get a chance, you need to put their stuff to the left. You need to call Tyrone because my people, it's about to get ugly. Check this out. If they showing you signs of any of these situations, you need to leave right now. Remember, anyone who loves you, they're not going to physically, mentally, or emotionally abuse you, and they sure not going to blame it on the alcohol, because we're not going to do that here today. Quite frankly, you're going to have to leave. Because remember, this is your destiny. You've given them 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, a marriage, and they still doing the same thing. They still coming in intoxicated. They still coming in harassing the family. They still creating situations out in public. So once again, if you with somebody that don't understand that public intoxication and humiliation is a big red flag, you need to leave right now. Okay. Next up, we touched on public intoxication. A big red flag, a huge red flag that a lot of people ignore is verbal abuse. You don't have to physically put your hands on a woman or a man to abuse them. Any man or woman disrespecting vocally anyone that they're supposed to love, that is verbal abuse. People have to understand sometimes word do hit harder than a fist. I know it sounds crazy, but you got to think about it. You have to physically put your hands on somebody to do bodily harm. You could say one word, they will feel the same type of pain as if they felt from somebody hitting them. But the whole thing with it is they're going to feel it on the inside. Why are you killing the confidence of somebody that's trying to make it and feel good about themselves? You need to get rid of them and you need to run right now. That is a flag on the play. Flag on the play. We tired of it. You can go out to the store. You can see an individual, their wife, their husband, boyfriend, and girlfriend. And I see these people totally disrespecting them out in front of everybody. First of all, disrespect is a no-no. Because if a man respects you, if a woman respects you, they're not going to create situations outside of closed doors so everybody can see, for everybody to be in their business. And like I say, once again, that's a sign of abuse. Fellas, if she calling you bees, that's sign of abuse. Lady, if he calling you bees, that's sign of abuse. If they're calling you stupid, those are sign of abuse. Nobody in this world needs to receive or accept verbal abuse. And if you're dropping verbal abuse on my people, dropping aka putting something down we can understand, you're dropping red flags, and I'm going to let my people know they need to take a look at what you're doing. And if you can't change, they need to leave today. Next, we getting hot up in here. Verbal abuse. Many different sections. Calling or swearing at your mate. If you love somebody, why would you swear at them? Why would you report or even say bad words to them? That's a big flag, bro. Sis, whoever listening. If you care about somebody, you should not be using foul language toward that person. You shouldn't be calling nobody anything but a child of God. If you're calling anybody anything outside of a child of God and you're using vulgar language, swearing words, you are committing an ultimate red flag, which is considered a flag on the play. My people listening, if you're talking to somebody or if you're in a relationship and the only thing they know how to do every time that you try to discuss or put an input into the air is say something negative to you, you in the wrong type of relationship. They don't love you. If you with somebody, every time you got something to say or you're trying to give them some type of opinion or help where you can help them out with their situation, and the only thing they do is come with vulgar curse words, those are not the people to be with. Let's move on. Next up, raising your voice at your mate. You ever been out somewhere, you turn around and the only thing you see is a man or a woman constantly raising their voice at their mate, not giving them a chance to respond, but they're just in a rampage. I'm gonna have to hit this where it hurt. If you love somebody, first of all, you should not be raising your voice at them. That's a big red flag. Make sure you put this on your red flag list. I hope y'all writing them down. If they're raising their voice at you, that is a big red flag. Her girlfriends are steady telling you and talking about how great she is. And every time they say how great she is, the first thing you say, oh man, she ain't on nothing. Or you're out with your husband and his colleagues are telling you how outstanding Steve is at work. And every time they bring Steve up, you say, oh man, Steve's not doing anything. That's what I'm talking about. You committing a big, big, big red flag. That's publicly trash talking someone you love. This is the whole thing with that. If you like somebody and you appreciate them, you're not going to put them down in front of people. If you put them down in front of people, that make them people that you putting them down in front of think that they can do that too. If they have respect for that person, they're going to lose their respect because they see that you show that person no respect. You need to show people how to treat your people. I'm going to say it again. You need to show people how to treat your people. And the best way to show people how to treat your people is you treating your people with love. So once again, if you out in the public trash talking your mate or somebody that you love, you committing a big red flag. It should be analyzed and they should make them decisions or a decision pretty soon. All right. Publicly downplaying your mate at social gatherings. Now this is a big one. The same type of thing I'm saying. It kind of cut into that. Trash talking, downplaying. They similar, but they different. Publicly downplaying your mate. You're out at an event. People are coming to the table that know your mate, but they know them from a business aspect. So he's trying to talk to them, or even she trying to talk to them. Okay? Every time they try to talk to them, the first thing that you do when they're discussing a business conversation or a decision is you're putting your input in this decision as if you know what you're talking about. They're telling you how Steve is good at making these connections, and you're telling them that Steve doesn't know anything and Steve doesn't know how to connect. They just think that because that's their friend. First of all, you're not minding your business. I see this too much. When people talking to somebody else that's outside of their mate about another situation, keep your 2 cents in your change purse. I'm going to say it again. When people talking to their mate outside of a situation that has nothing to do with you and they discussing business, bets, betting apps, etc., nothing to do with you, keep your 2 cents in your change purse. Because if you're not, basically what you're doing is you're publicly downplaying your mate at social gatherings. And if you ask me, if you ask anybody, you can even ask yourself, anybody trying to front and stunt, let's start there. Front end stunt, aka make a scene and make it seem to be more than what it was by putting somebody down. Anybody trying to front and stunt, they ain't the person for you. And I need you to realize today that they committed a red flag. So I need you to get that pad out. Put this one on your list. You should have about 40 now. Analyze it and make your decision within a few days. Let's go. Next, calling your mate by unsavory names instead of calling them their name. I'm gonna say it again because I gotta say unsavory. I can't say the words I want to say. Calling your mate any other name than a God-given name God gave them. Let's talk about it. Let me keep it real. Some of us, y'all, who, them, when, worldwide, what for, or day. Some of y'all ain't got no respect for their mate. And you probably saying, why you saying that, Mr. Red Flag? Okay, I'm going to keep it real. Some of y'all ain't got no respect for your mate. You've been with your mate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you still don't understand that they have a name. Their name doesn't start with a B, a P, a D, any of those alphabets that don't sound like a vowel. Call them by their name. They are not anything that rhymes with a CH at the end. And if you with somebody that every time they talking to you, the word has to rhyme with a CH at the end, that's a big red flag. You need to run now. I don't even care. Friends too. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all walking around here thinking it's cool, calling y'all friends by those words, calling y'all people by those words, and y'all accepting it. The only thing you do, just like I said with the situation before, you're making people around in this public gathering feel and think as if they can talk to you like that. And then when they call you that, you get mad. How you gonna get mad at them when they're just trying to int you and they think that you cool with that? But you calling yourself the same thing at the same time. And that other word, I'm not gonna even use because that's not me. It's what you accept. But once again, you see how you can switch the words around. If you love somebody, call them by the names that they're supposed to be called. Stop calling them names that end with the word CH. They ain't any of those. They're God's people that love their goal. When you get mad, stop calling your mates foul words. Flag. And if you ain't gonna stop committing flags, guess what? You need to be dismissed. I'm gonna keep it like this. When you angry, you need to know how to step to the side and woozah. It's real simple. You step to the side and you woozah. Because it's still verbal abuse. You probably ask yourself, how? Because if you call people names over and over and over, it makes them depressed. It gives them stress. It gives them anxiety. Anxiety hurts your body. And now you're in a hospital, stressed out, all because people won't stop calling you names. So once again, if you love somebody, if you got love for them, stop calling them out of their names. If you with somebody and they steady calling you outside your name, that's a flag. Stop them. If they won't stop, you need to leave. Because once again, you a good soul, you go, you love, you're not worth being respected. And here on this platform, we're going to respect my people. This is motivational. Every time your man or your lady talking, stop cutting them off. I'm going to say it again. It's a big red flag. Every time your man or lady talking, stop cutting them off. Why are you cutting them off? Tell me why you cutting them off. Why you don't want them to say what they need to say or get out what they need to put you in line. You need some straightening. That's your problem. You need some straightening. Every time your mate, husband, wife, boyfriend try to straighten you out, you want to cut them off so you're never letting them get their words out. I'm going to give you some strength. I'm going to give you some game, aka some knowledge how to win in this situation. If you with somebody and every time you say something and they cut you off, you know what you do? Talk over them. Every time you with somebody and you say something, you know what you do? You talk over them. I'm going to tell you why. Everybody deserves to be heard. And one thing I noticed about somebody that talk too much, when you talk back to them, they can't dish it and they can't take it. They're going to be quiet. If you let them get the last word all the time, and the last word is something that's unsavory, basically they think they ain't got off with a whole situation. Now you ain't put yourself in unsavory chaos. Why you need that? Why you got to deal with that? You good people. If you talking and you making a good point, they overtalk you, cut them off. And then if they overtalk you again, tell them, let me tell you something. I don't think this is going to work out. Because every time I say something, you trying to cut me off. But when you talk, I let you talk. If you can't even listen to me talk, you don't need to be in my life. We don't need to be creating any relationships, and we don't need to carry on no more. No more. So from this day, I'm telling you, my audience, if you listen, if you're seeing these red flags, I need you to approach your mate, bring it to them. You got the list, you got the notebook, and you tell them, if you cannot stop calling me out my name, guess what? You can stop calling me. Because once again, they can call Tyrone. They boxes already on the side on the left. I already know how people do it, man or women. We already get ready. When we know you getting on our nerves, you best believe we already got that box to the left. You know what I'm saying? And if they was even smarter, what they would do is get that box to the left. Finna give you some game. They'll get that box, get everything that they had to the left, take that home. The next day they come in there, they'll go to that bottom drawer. Everybody got a bottom drawer where you keep your little valuables when you at your mate crib, business, home, relaxation, sleep. You'll clear that out, but you don't tell them. Okay, you ain't cleared that out. You come over there the third day, guess what? I already know everybody got a whole wardrobe at somebody's house that they was talking to, because it started with one outfit, and when you're spending out or whatever, it comes to 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you got a whole bag of clothes. Hey, you live there almost. Okay, let's not start there. That's not where we at. This the thing. What you do with that bag is that third or fourth day, you take an outfit out. Okay, you come again, you take 2 outfit out. Okay, you come again, you take 3 outfits out. You getting ready for the flagger, bro. You getting all your stuff up out of their space, because when it go down, believe me, somebody that commit habitual flags, if you stay with them, they gonna either put you out, and I guarantee you're not gonna be able to get your stuff. I'm giving you game so you can have your stuff before you get put out. You need to listen to me. Stop thinking every situation is peaches and cream. When you see these situations, start getting your stuff from the left. Get your stuff from that right bottom drawer. Start getting them outfits out that little black bag. You got to throw it in the corner. And when you turn around, you ain't going to have nothing at their house. So when they get an attitude and tell you that you need to leave, you know what you're going to do? Call your Uber, get in your cab, or go. Simple as that. And that was a side note. So I'm giving you some game. I don't care what situation that you in. If you in a situation and you live with a flagger, you need to get your stuff ready. Because when you make that decision that you don't want to be with them, you got to realize they're a flagger. They're going to create some type of chaos, so you won't go. So we ain't going to even go through that. You free. Ain't nobody going to stop you from going nowhere. Second, you got your stuff now. So you ain't got to worry about nobody breaking your stuff. That's a big red flag. Flag on the play. You breaking somebody's stuff because they don't want to be with you. Flag on the play. I'm tired of it. Let me ask you a question. Did you buy those clothes? Let me ask you a question. Do you design them clothes? Let me ask you a question. Are you going to buy another one? Nope. So why are you tearing up mine? Oh, because I'm not the type of person that tear up clothes. Let me tell y'all something. This is a big red flag. Anybody that's in any relationship, if somebody destroying your clothes, you need to get rid of them and get up out that situation, because somebody that love you want to make sure that you have nice clothes to go out when you take care of your endeavors, and they're not going to destroy your clothes. Second, if they're destroying your clothes, it's basically out of hate because you look good with your clothes on. You destroying their clothes, burning them up, tearing them up, throwing them away, giving them to Goodwill, you're not hurting them, because guess what? The same friends that they had, they're going to still have. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But I'm giving my people some game so they can get their clothes about that situation, but before you have a chance to destroy them. Because everybody know when you go to different situations, you do need some clothes to put on. But let me tell you something, Flagger. Side note, I'm gonna give you some more game. Hold on. Every time you say something, they counter argue. I'm gonna say it again. Now we in a relationship, or it could be not in a relationship. This refers to everybody. Get your people to listen to this. Anybody that's going through this, when they talk to their mate, they can't never say nothing. You see that he always telling her to shut up, or you see that she always telling him to shut up. I want you to tell them to listen to my show. Every time you talking to your mate, they counter argue. You probably asking yourself, why are they counter arguing? Okay, let me elaborate. Every time you say something and they got something to say against what you got to say, that means that they not trying to hear what you got to say, and they feel as if what you saying don't make no sense. I'm saying it again. If every time you say something, they got something to say, they try to cut you off, tell you don't know what you're talking about, it's because they don't want you to say what you got to say, okay? They got to counter argue. If you love somebody, y'all going to agree to agree. Y'all going to find some point in the conversation where both of y'all agree. But if you talking to somebody and every time you talk to them, the next thing they always trying to do is argue about how your point ain't valid, your point's not valid, and you know in actuality both of y'all points actually might mean the same thing. But they telling you your point ain't valid and theirs is, and they gonna keep arguing you about it. You need to run. That's a red flag. Get away from that situation. I don't care if it's a friend, because you got to peep game. If somebody with you, they with you. They're not gonna always disagree with what you say. Even if you said something that's disagreeable, they're gonna tell you your points where the points are disagreeable. But at the same time, they're gonna still tell you the points where you right at, and they just gonna put some straightening on. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Straightening, aka getting it together. Know what I'm saying? AKA knowing what's right. Oh yeah, we're gonna put some vocabulary in these shows. We all rounded. That's why my channel consists of all rounded people, all type. Business, urban, entertainment, everybody. It don't even matter to me. Welcome home. All right. So back to what I was saying. If they downplaying everything you saying about counter arguing, you need to get out of that situation, because you're gonna have to make big decisions one day. Y'all might have to buy a car together. They're gonna argue on the type of car. Y'all might have to go live somewhere together. They're gonna argue about the neighborhood. You might say, oh, this is a bad neighborhood. They might say it ain't. But they might not even do no research on the crime that happened in the neighborhood, or it might be vice versa. But what I'm saying is, somebody that's always counter arguing everything that you say, you're not gonna be able to work with. Why not just get in the car, me, you know what I'm saying? You and Babe, have it go, ride around and check out that neighborhood at night, and you can really see how it get in the summertime. And I'm giving y'all some game. Side note, I'm gonna do another show. We ain't gonna stop here. Red Flag series is popping. I got another show coming. Red flags with real estate, realtors, and of course, apartment owners. That way you guys can get a chance to see what's going on, and you can get a chance to see if you need to move in that neighborhood, because they commit red flags too. They got multiple red flags. They'll tell you that it's the best neighborhood. You will come around that neighborhood on one hot summer day, and that neighborhood will look like a Fifi, aka Block Party, out of nowhere at no time, where everybody walking past. Fifi, y'all like that word. Okay, let's go back. Now, understand what I'm saying, and I'm gonna say it just the last time. If they counter argue everything that you say, that's not the mate that you need to be with. You need a mate that you be with that's gonna listen to you, or even collaborate with you and show the points where it's right and what's wrong. Y'all gonna put some straightening on it. If they can't put no straightening on it, I don't know what to say. People in relationships. Why are you guys on the phone with people that you're not in a relationship with? I'm gonna say it again. Why are you on the phone with people that you're not in a relationship with? I don't care if they checking on you. You're not in a relationship with them. They don't have to call you, and you don't have to give them a 5 to 10 minute conversation about what you doing, who you with, and why you're not with them no more. That ain't even what's going on. A lot of y'all like to tabulate in the BS. First of all, why are you answering the phone? You know that's your ex calling. Why is you answering the phone so you can do this in front of a new person? Why are you calling? Or why are you calling? You shouldn't be calling here. We have an arrangement. Like, they're trapped up in the motion that you got to prove your point at this spot to get your hand at the top in your top flight security spot, that you got to let the person know that somebody is still calling you about a past situation. Be smart. Don't answer the phone. Don't stop and talk to them. It makes no sense at all. Second, if you had to answer the phone and it's somebody that you really know and it could have been an emergency, most of the time y'all answer the phone, it ain't no emergency. Why are you on the phone with somebody talking to you like they man and not your man? I gotta say it. Flag on the play. I'ma go there. A lot of y'all acting like y'all don't know what's going on. You gotta realize you ain't in the body of the other person on the phone. They got ulterior to motive. They calling you because they want to be with you. They not with you. They know you with somebody. So they gonna call and try to screw it up because they know if they can get in your ear, instead of you talking to them, you talking to them. Why in the world are you on the phone with them, bro? Why are you feeding into that? They couldn't even do what they had to do when they was with you, so they can't do what they had to do when they not with you. Wake up. Why are you doing that? It don't make no sense. It goes back to what I'm saying. Why are you entertaining those type of calls? You know you shouldn't be called. You know you shouldn't be talking to them. You don't have to prove to anybody that you're not with them. And you committing a flag on the play yourself. Even if you listen. I'm sorry. That's a flag on the play that you committing by answering that phone, and you know you out with another person just to tell the other person that you out with somebody else. I see it too much. I even been through it. Okay, I was lost, but now I'm found again. Go! Whew. Next, relationship red flags. I got a big list. Don't. Okay, let's go. Playing the game on social media all day. I'm going to say it again. Playing the game or on Instagram or social media all day on Facebook. Okay, let's break this down. First of all, you've been with your mate a while. You know what they like. You know what they like to do. If there's nothing to do, why are you not creating something to do with them instead of putting all your focus into social media? Because social media not going nowhere, but your mate can go somewhere. They can leave your butt. Okay? Let me say it again. Why are you putting all your time in the game, 12 hours, all your time in Instagram, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, on social media, when you got your mate sitting right here and you're not talking to them? That's a big flag on the play. You're a flagger. You got to understand this. I'm not putting down anybody that got a passion or a career or a love for gaming. That's not what I'm saying. I'm pointing out that anyone that sits down hours and hours and play the game, and if it's not consistent of currency that can help the household, and you're not creating a relationship with your family or your kids or your wife, that's a big red flag. Don't get mad at me. I got to put it out there. I cannot let you treat my people no more. Today is the year of exposure. So these flags are going to get exposed. That way we can start off fresh next year and we don't have to have any of these red flags. But since I'm here, I got this platform. A lot of my people love y'all. They're not going to voice their opinion. I'm going to voice their opinion for y'all, and I hope that they make a good decision after listening to this show. And if you know somebody that's going through this problem, if you know somebody that's in this type of situation that's being created, I ask you to have them come tune into the show. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the care button. Remember, we don't have to go viral, but we can go spiral. I love y'all. I appreciate my people. Okay, back to what I was saying. If they playing the game all day like that and they're not paying no attention to you, you need to run right now. Because first of all, you they love, they need to pay attention to you. Second, if they on a game like that, they need to be doing some Twitch or doing something that's gonna bring currency in, YouTubing for this family. Okay? It just makes sense like that. Third, if they could be on the game 12 hours, man or woman, no matter who it is, you can do your life. Your life has 24 hours out the day. You can do the same upgrades in your life. You can get the same trophies for real. The same things you guys are doing in the game that I see you opening up businesses in the game, you can open up your own business. Imagine if you put 12 hours into your own life versus 12 hours into the game, you are the game. And guess what? After 12 hours, you can come on and play the game. That's what you don't understand. The game is a form of relaxation. The game is pleasure. The game is entertainment. The game is not for you to play all day and not take care of your business. The game is for you to play only when you took care of your business. Let me keep this real. When I grew up, when I was growing up, I didn't have a game. Nothing wrong with that because my mom didn't believe in games. That was cool. At that time, I didn't. Still at this day, I don't play a game a lot, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a nostalgic person. So for some reason, all the games that I didn't have when I was a little kid, I end up getting a game and getting those games now. But it's just something about it. Even though I might have all these games and I got all the games that I didn't have when I was a little kid, and I'm still not no good. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm one of those people I cannot get past the first board, but it doesn't matter. I still just like to play when I'm stressed out. I'm not touching my game until I completed the project, and if I don't complete the project, I'm not going to touch the game. I'm going to tell you why. Because if I haven't completed the project, why am I forcing myself to indulge in it? I'm not going to just kick my shoes off, play the game, and forget about my family. Because once again, this is not a game, my family for real. You're going to spend 12 hours on that game, you're going to miss 12 hours of your life. You're going to spend 12 hours on that game, you're going to miss 12 hours of your wife. You're going to spend 12 hours on the missions. You ain't gonna spend 12 hours in that kitchen. You're gonna spend 12 hours riding those cars. You're gonna spend 12 hours not going far. Okay? And while you spending 12 hours not doing anything but playing the game, guess what? Your kids, 24, they educating themselves. Guess what? They playing the games and they learn how to build games. That's what you don't understand. So don't think that they around not learning from you, even if that's all you doing, because you shouldn't just be doing that. Kids are smart. They learn about building games. So won't you learn from your kids? Instead of, if you're going to spend 12 hours playing the game, why not spend 2 hours learning how to build a game? Huh? So you don't have to buy games. If you're going to spend 12 hours going out buying video games all across the country, why not build your own video game and sell it across the country? Huh? We hot up in here. That's why I told y'all to stay tuned into the end. I'm going to keep it real, and I'm not putting down nobody because, like I say, I like nostalgia, and I got games myself. But I forbid myself to play that game until I accomplish what I need to do today. And guess what? If I feel like it, because I might do part 3. Let's go. Now, not part 3. I said part 3. This live, y'all got to excuse me. Second part. Social media all day. Why are you on social media all day? Think about it. If you're in tune with social media all day, you're in tune with all the people that you don't see on a regular basis. It's just like being outside. You're not giving your mate no attention. You're giving all your energy to them. By the time you get through scrolling, uploading, sharing, and caring, you could have showed your mate some time. And you turn around, it's 7, 8 hours later. I don't get some of y'all. Social media not going nowhere. It started out, and it's going to be here for a long, long, long time. But guess what? If you stop paying attention to your wife or your mate or your girlfriend, they're going to be gone within a very little time. I'm going to say it again. Social media is real, but social media is not real. Let's elaborate. Social media real because you posting your pics, what you do, how you feeling. But social media is not actually what's going on at that time. People may post a pic that they had on last month and put it with a statement from today with a thought from yesterday to make you think it's popping right now. They may not even be at that place. They might be saying, yeah, we at the game room. Guess what? They in their bed posting pics. And don't say that ain't what's going on, because all of us been through that. We all done went to somebody's house and we thought they was outside. They say, no, I'm in the house. I'm just, man, that's that picture old. And I ain't putting nobody down for that. But guess what? Don't create an image in social media and you don't create an image for your life. Don't post on social media and you're not posting in your life. Don't hit the like button in social media and you can't hit the like button in your life. Don't share in social media if you can't share in your life. You putting all your energy in your life. You're not sharing with your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend. You putting all your energy into liking people post on social media and what they doing and not liking what you doing in your own house. You putting all your energy into sharing everything that they doing on social media, not realizing that you is social media. You your own social media. You should be sharing, caring, loving, going viral, inspired within your own house. If you're not doing all of that, you committing the flag yourself. Don't lose nobody you love for social media or no video game. And if you with somebody that the only thing they do is always pay attention to social media, start analyzing these situations and see how they can correct themselves. If it ain't right, it ain't right. If it's unhealthy, it's unsavory, you need to get rid of it. But that's your decision to make. If they ain't gonna do what they need to do, don't let one more day go where this person talking about they love you, gave you their vows, had a whole ceremony, or y'all been together 2, 3, 4, 5 years, got a kid together, or however it go. And every day you look at them, they put more eyes on social media than they put eyes on you. They don't even lock eyes with you no more. They lost that fire and desire, but they pick that phone up as soon as they get up. They ain't got that fire. They ain't lost that fire and desire for that phone. So you need to bring that fire and desire back home, and it ain't hard. Put that phone down. Stop hitting. Stop liking little Tim Tim posts. Stop liking picture where she in her Lamborghini on her block in her mansion. Get your own mansion. Clean your own car up. Okay? Y'all so fascinated in other people that you're not fascinated with yourself. So you can't help but see what they doing. And you got somebody right next to you that you could be fascinated with. That's why I dropped these series. I'm tired of y'all not paying attention to these people. I'm tired of y'all not helping them. I'm tired of y'all using them for their money. I'm tired of y'all not paying no attention to them and just liking them for their body. I'm tired of y'all having good guys in y'all life and y'all don't want to do good with him, but you engage this bad guy 12 years of your life and then you won't even try to make it with the good. Like, I'm just tired of it. Stop the flagging. We're going to get the word out today. If you're committing a red flag, you're committing a red flag. Once again, I'm going to say it like this. That's your mate. You like and love them. Get out that phone. Pay attention to them. If they keep paying attention to that phone, they're not paying attention to you, and you in that situationship, you need to get about that situationship, because that's what you got. You got a situationship because you got a relationship. They're going to love you and pay attention to you. They can pick that phone up anytime. Next, physical abuse. Men don't hit women, women don't hit men. Okay? I don't care how you was raised. If you think that's what's going on, you need to stop it. Don't hit my people. Love my people. Respect my people. We ain't doing no physical abuse on this channel. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm just tired of it. Physical abuse, many forms. You're not going to fool us, men or women. You muffin your husband when he come in the door, that's physical abuse. You still putting your hands on him. I feel the same way. They need to get away from you and get to a safe place. Ain't no difference. Wrestling. Pretend like you wrestling, but you got your mate in a wrestling move and you hurting them. Women, y'all do this, and man. Women, y'all punching guys, kicking them and acting like you playing. Man, you putting girls in wrestling moves. No, they don't like the way that feel and acting like y'all playing. All y'all gonna stop today. I ain't saying this nothing that I witnessed, but this is something that people tell me they've seen. They tired of it, and you don't do that. You don't hurt nobody that's not playing. We ain't doing no play fighting. All of those are forms of physical abuse that you can pretend like it's all good and you love them and can pretend like you playing. No, that physical abuse. Put your hands off my people and you ain't flagging them no more. Sorry, y'all. I just had to go there. Okay. That's pinning people down. Wrestling, I ain't even talking about pinning people down. Pinning people down, that's a form of physical abuse. If you putting somebody down, to the point that they can't move. They can't move around, and you won't let them get up. You hurting their mind, they pride, their soul, and their body. Their body hurting because you got them in a position they can't put themselves out. Nobody wants to be strapped down. Their soul hurting because they want to get up and they can't get up, holding their body down because you're stronger than them. That'll hurt your soul. They mind hurting because they know they want to get up and they should never be going through the situation and they trying to see what they're gonna do when they get out of it. What is wrong with you? You ain't got to be hitting them, but you still physically abusing them, man or woman. Why are you doing this? You pinning somebody down. You trying to control them. You can act like you're playing, but you're still doing physical abuse. Do you want somebody to pin you down when they don't like what you say? Do you want somebody to pin you down when you go to the job? Do you want your boss to pin you down? Do you like people pinning you down for no reason? Do you let the guy up the block pin you down or the woman? No. So stop pinning your woman down or your man down and acting like you playing, because that's not playing. If you're putting your hands on somebody and it's nothing but physical and it's not the type of physical that's love or embracing, that's physical abuse and we ain't tolerating none. Get to a safe place and get away from that person. Okay? I'm finna go there. More flags. Pushing somebody down or pushing them. I don't care if you pushed them down. I don't care if this was your husband and you just gave him a little push. Don't put your hands on nobody. Okay? You physically assaulting them. If they physically assault you, you gonna run and cry wolf and have the law over there at them, man or woman. Any one of y'all gonna do it. But you want to physically assault them and they supposed to accept it because they're your girlfriend, woman, boyfriend, or husband. No. Keep your hands to yourself. A push is a physical assault. Somebody can fall and hurt themselves. So when they hurt themselves, what you gonna say? You was playing? Hey, ladies, a man that push you, he is not playing. Fellas, a girl that push you is not playing. I don't care if it was light or a tap. It's like somebody tripping you. Remember back in the day, you'll be at school and somebody will trip you. You'll fall and bust your stuff. Stuff, aka body. Just another way of saying body. Fall and bust your stuff. And what they'll say? They was playing. And back in the day, we'll brush it off. Yeah, that's my homie. You know, we play like that. No, I'm grown, bro. I'm grown, woman. We don't play like that. Don't trip me. Push me. Put your hands on me. Do anything that could hurt my physical. If you're supposed to be with me, you only gonna love me. If you're not doing any of these, guess what you committed? Flag on the play. That's why they call me Mr. Red Flag. So that's why I got this channel. When y'all going through situations and you don't truly understand if it's right or if it's wrong, you need somebody to voice. Listen to my show. I'm gonna be the voice for you. I got the comment section. So if y'all going through anything, comments about questions. Is this a red flag or is this not? And even if you just want to learn if some of the stuff that you're doing is a red flag, you wondering why your girlfriend, husband, wife, or mate, they're not talking to you no more. You can reach out, send a simple super chat, text. We got the message center, comment, question. They'll get answered. We could do a show about them, discuss them, and let you know. You don't have to let nobody know who you is. You could be anonymous. That's the best way to always be. But if you don't want to, ain't nothing wrong with letting people who you is. You're just trying to clear up some air and get some straightening on. I appreciate everybody. But once again, you tuned in to Motivational Preaching and Teaching. I ask that you hit the like button. We don't have to go viral, but we can go spiral. I ask that you hit the share button because you my people and I care and you care. I ask that you bring somebody, your parents, because as you see, I talk about everything. It's not harmful. It's not unsavory. We having fun. It's constructive criticism. So mom, pops, uncle, TT, Lil Ray, Lil She, Steven, Justin, Stefan, Steve, Daryl, Mike. Okay? Everybody. And even Bob can tune into this show. We got love for all. Flags come in every type of genre, race, continent, block, city, household, apartment. I just want you to be safe. Now, once again, I just want you to be safe. Okay? So that's why we have this show. Now, next up, I got a berry flag that I don't know how y'all gonna take this. But I know that it's some that bothers some of our people. But we got to get it out there because this is affecting a lot of my people. And a couple of people, women, man, wanted me to discuss this. No shade on anybody. Okay. Up next, our next flag consists of a problem that affects a lot of people since the beginning, and it continues to go on. I need you guys to listen. This is serious. It goes on now to this present day. My people, please stop this. Getting involved in a relationship with someone that has multiple little ones by another person, but they never committed to any of the little ones in the previous relationships or any